So allegedly, Kristy got cheated on with a man. Her husband cheated on her with a man.
Oh my God, Kristy is divorcing Desmond on account of alleged cheating. Kristy confirms the minute she found out he was cheating, she said there was no way of reconciliation with him. This is extremely sad considering these two have been together since they were 14 and have been giving us some of the best laughs on this app.
Christy Scott filed for divorce from Desmond Scott in Harris County, Texas, citing infidelity. The documents state there's no reasonable chance for reconciliation. They've been together since they were 14 years old. That's over 15 years total. They have 2 sons together. The couple just moved into a custom-built multi-million-dollar mansion that took 3 to 4 years to build. They also run a production company called Meant to Be that focuses on capturing wedding moments. They stopped posting content together in early December. People thought it was a holiday break. It wasn't. Both are Jehovah's Witnesses. In their faith, infidelity is the only acceptable grounds for divorce and remarriage. Everything else requires staying together and working it out.
I don't idolize anybody's relationship, right? I admire people in their relationships and what they share and how beautiful it is and how amazing it seems. I don't put anything past anyone though. But this one?
Here's the theory that's circulating. Desmond wanted out of the marriage but needed an acceptable religious reason to leave. So he allegedly cheated on purpose to create that exit. He went out, slept with someone, came back, and confessed to Kristy. If he wanted to hide it, he could have, but he told her directly. Kristy had no idea he wanted to separate until he admitted the cheating. She filed for divorce immediately after finding out. Desmond released a public statement. He apologized to Kristy, their family, and everyone affected. He said he's committed to being a present father to their sons. He admitted that toward the end of 2025, he wanted to separate and had conversations with Kristy about it. During that period, he made choices he's not proud of and took responsibility for them.
I don't idolize anybody's relationship. Like, I'll say, oh, they're cute, their family is cute, and then I'll just keep scrolling, right? But you see these people that have been together since they were 14 years old. They literally just moved into their multi-million-dollar mansion that took them about 3 to 4 years to build. They have 2 beautiful sons. They've made so much money together, and Desmond just threw that all in the trash by cheating on his wife. He cheated on Kristy. Like, are you guys seeing the material? Desmond cheated on Kristy, Sarah. I'm not, Lord, this is sad. This is really sad.
Now here's where it gets messy. Rumors started spreading that Desmond didn't just cheat with anyone. He allegedly cheated with a man. Homosexuality is heavily condemned in Jehovah's Witness faith. If this rumor is true, it explains why he's been with one woman since age 14. It could have been protection for a secret he's been hiding his entire adult life. Their recent financial success gave him freedom he didn't have as a struggling couple. The mansion, the business, the stability, all of that opened up possibilities to explore who he really is. The speculation is that he was trying to be discreet, but Kristy found out anyway. Her response was swift. No hesitation, no trying to save the brand, just filed immediately.
So the absolute cutest married influencer couple on the internet is getting a divorce? If they didn't make it, what the hell is the rest of us supposed to do? I don't know Kristy and Desmond personally, but somehow they emotionally impacted me, especially being a single woman. Infidelity? We're all doomed.
People are giving her massive respect for prioritizing her dignity over their public image. She didn't care about protecting what they built together. She cared about not being disrespected. Before the divorce news dropped, fans noticed Desmond seemed different in videos. His reactions felt performative and fake, especially during pranks. He looked checked out while Kristy carried the content. The business they built is now in jeopardy. What happens to a wedding production company when the couple behind it divorces? Can they work together? Does someone buy the other out? The mansion they designed together now has to be divided. Every room was planned for their family. That family no longer exists. Their 2 sons are watching this play out publicly. The internet is dissecting every detail of their parents' marriage ending.
Like, I know nobody's perfect, but like, Kristy and Desmond was as close as it got to perfect. This is crazy. This is insane. Who do I talk to about this? Somebody. Help.
Desmond's statement was vague about what exactly happened. He said he made choices he's not proud of, but didn't specify what those choices were. That ambiguity leaves room for all the speculation currently happening. Kristy hasn't made any public statement beyond the legal filing. She's letting the divorce documents speak for themselves. The couple represented hope to millions of followers. Together since 14, built an empire from nothing, seemed genuinely happy. Finding out it might have been performance is devastating for people who looked up to them. The financial split will be complicated. They've built wealth together through the house, business, brand deals, and social media revenue. Desmond's reputation is destroyed. Whether the rumors about cheating with a man are true or not, just having them circulate is damaging. He went from relationship goals to cautionary tale overnight. His apology tried to get ahead of the narrative, but apologies after betrayal rarely satisfy anyone. The damage was already done. People who followed them are now questioning everything they thought they knew about successful relationships. The lesson seems to be that social media only shows what people want you to see. Who you are at 14 isn't who you are at 30. People grow, change, develop new understandings of themselves. Sometimes that growth means growing apart. If Desmond has been hiding his sexuality for religious reasons, he's been living a lie for 15 years. Kristy was part of that lie without knowing it. The pressure in their faith community to maintain appearances is intense. Divorce is already discouraged. A divorce because your husband might be attracted to men carries even more stigma. Desmond used the one acceptable exit strategy available to him within their religious framework. Whether that was calculated or desperate doesn't really matter. It worked. Kristy's response shows she's not interested in working within those constraints anymore. The filing makes it clear she's done. Reconciliation isn't happening, and she's moving forward. For someone who's been with the same person since childhood, that kind of decisiveness is remarkable. It would have been easier to stay, to try to save it, to protect what they built. She chose herself instead. That's the part people respect most. The couple built their brand on being together forever. Childhood sweethearts who made it work, who built wealth together, who showed it was possible. Now that brand is shattered. There's no ambiguity in how this ends. No, maybe we'll work it out. No trial separation. No leaving the door open. Just over. The internet wanted a different story. They wanted the exception, the couple that beat the odds. Instead, they got betrayal, hidden truths, and a very public ending. Desmond's confession suggests guilt, desperation, or both. He could have continued cheating in secret. He could have filed for separation without giving a reason. Instead, he confessed, creating the exact scenario that would allow him to leave. That level of premeditation, if the theory is correct, is cold. It means he calculated the one move that would free him while still being acceptable to their community. Kristy finding out she was the exit strategy rather than someone he actually wanted to fight for must be crushing. 15 years, 2 children, a business, a dream home, all of it potentially a means to an end for him. The Jehovah's Witness angle complicates divorce proceedings. Their community will have opinions. There will be judgment, possibly from both sides depending on what information comes out. If Desmond is exploring his sexuality, he's facing condemnation from his faith community. If Kristy divorces him, she's facing pressure to forgive and reconcile. Neither position is easy. Social media couples face unique pressure. Their relationship is their product. When the relationship fails, the product fails. Revenue streams dry up, brand deals disappear, the business model collapses. Kristy and Desmond built everything around being together. Now, they have to figure out how to exist separately while co-parenting and potentially dividing a business. The speed of Kristy's response suggests this isn't the first issue. This might be the final straw in a pattern of behavior. The lack of any public waffling indicates she'd already made her decision before filing. People grow tired of living lies. Desmond apparently hit that wall. Whether he was hiding his sexuality or simply unhappy in the marriage, he found a way out. The cost of that exit is his reputation, half his wealth, limited time with his children, and a very public scandal. He apparently decided it was worth it. Kristy now rebuilds as a single mother with a failed brand and a business tied to an ex. She's starting over at a point in life when she thought she had stability. Their sons will grow up knowing their parents' marriage ended because of infidelity that's been speculated about publicly. That's a heavy burden for children. The followers who believed in them now have trust issues with every other couple they see online. If Kristy and Desmond couldn't make it, who can? Maybe that's the real story. Not that they failed, but that social media creates impossible standards. What looks perfect is often just good editing. Kristy and Desmond showed the highlight reel for years. Now everyone sees the reality. And reality is messy, complicated, and sometimes heartbreaking. The custom home stands as a monument to what they built and lost. Every corner designed for a family that no longer exists. The production company documenting other couples' love stories is now run by people whose own love story failed. The irony is harsh. Desmond will likely try to rebuild away from the spotlight. Kristy might do the same or lean into her new reality as content. Either way, their lives are fundamentally changed. The divorce proceedings will take months, possibly years, dividing assets, determining custody, settling business interests. This is only the beginning of a long process. But for Kristy, the emotional divorce happened the moment she found out about the cheating. The legal process is just paperwork. For followers, this is a reminder that you never really know what's happening behind closed doors. The perfect couple doesn't exist. Everyone is just doing their best, and sometimes that's not enough. Kristy and Desmond gave people years of entertainment and relationship goals. Now they're giving them a different lesson about knowing when to walk away.